So you find your husband in bed with your best friend, and they've stolen every cent of your family fortune? Let this woman show you what revenge looks like. This is the ultimate masterclass. Our story begins with Hannah, a wealthy heiress, witnessing the ultimate betrayal, her husband, Leo, and her best friend entangled in each other's arms. The audacious couple didn't even try to hide it. Her so-called friend brazenly announced she was carrying Leo's child, revealing that her only motive for befriending Hannah was to get her hands on the massive inheritance. To make matters worse, the love-struck Hannah had naively handed over complete control of her company to Leo. Now, he kicked her to the curb, leaving her with nothing. Overnight, Hannah's world collapsed. Betrayed and utterly alone, she drowned her sorrows at a bar, only to have her drink spiked. In her drugged haze, she spent the night with a stranger. Unbeknownst to her, the man was Blake, the most powerful and ruthless tycoon in the city. And the unique scent clinging to her skin? It miraculously cured the chronic migraines that had plagued him for years. When Blake awoke, the woman was gone. All he had to remember her by was the heart-shaped birthmark on her neck, launching a citywide search for his mysterious cure. Just as Hannah, broken and hopeless, collapsed on the street, fate intervened. She was saved by Monica, a formidable female CEO who saw in Hannah the spitting image of her own deceased daughter. Monica didn't offer sympathy, she offered a contract. If Hannah agreed to become her daughter, she would inherit half of Monica's empire, get a new identity, and have the means to exact revenge. Hannah didn't hesitate. She signed the papers, and the woman known as Hannah ceased to exist. In her place was Aurora Mackenzie, the sole heir to the Mackenzie Group. 5 years later, Aurora returned with a vengeance, accompanied by an adorable pair of twins. At an exclusive high society party, she came face to face with Leo and her former best friend. Their jaws hit the floor. They couldn't believe the confident, powerhouse woman before them was the same Hannah they had once trampled on. But the true highlight of the evening was the arrival of Blake himself, the business partner Aurora's new mother had arranged for her. The moment Blake caught Aurora's familiar scent, he was captivated. He not only rescued her from an awkward situation but boldly proposed a contract marriage. Blake promised her everything except love, which suited Aurora's plans perfectly. She laid her cards on the table. She had 2 children. Blake didn't bat an eye. Their alliance was sealed on the spot, a business deal benefiting them both. However, their entire interaction was watched closely by the scheming ex-best friend. Overhearing Blake's men mention the search for a woman with a heart-shaped birthmark, she instantly connected the dots. A venomous plan took shape. She retrieved a perfume she'd had crafted years ago, a perfect replica of Hannah's unique scent, ready to impersonate her and steal Blake for herself. Meanwhile, the cheating ex-husband Leo came crawling back, professing his undying love and claiming he'd finally realized Hannah was his one true love. Aurora nearly rolled her eyes out of her head and had security throw him out. Soon after, Aurora and her twins moved into Blake's mansion. The children, natural-born matchmakers, immediately started chanting for their new daddy to kiss their mom. Staring at his contractual wife, Blake was struck dumb. He never could have imagined that the woman he'd been desperately searching for over 5 years was right in front of him all along, the contract bride with 2 kids in tow. But little did Aurora know, a treacherous conspiracy was already weaving its web around her.